Welcome back to another Music Monday with Mr. Meskel. It is March, which is Women's History Month. So today we are going to be celebrating women musicians.
Today is gonna be a little something more. I've got a plan in mind, a special thing in store. The light bulb inside my head says, get out and play, 'cause you never feel this way. It's my lucky day, it's my lucky day. It's my lucky day, my lucky day. Don't need a pot of gold, a rabbit's foot or to be told. It's my lucky day, it's my lucky day.
Today's learning target is I can explore women musicians. Today's success criterion is students will use Seesaw to explore videos about and performances from women musicians. After students are done exploring the videos, they will respond to one or more prompts in Seesaw to demonstrate their learning. So it is Women's History Month, which is a great time for us to celebrate the contributions of women to our country, to our society, and us as musicians to celebrate the contributions of women to music and the arts. Now, I do want to bring up something that's actually kind of a big deal, in my opinion, in the arts, specifically in music, is that in music, women are underrepresented. Now, there definitely are women in music. There's some amazing women musicians out there. And in fact, that's what we're going to explore today. However, if you look at music both today as well as historically, it's been a very male-dominated field. Is that because women can't perform? No, there's nothing. There's no reason that a woman and a man would have different musical abilities. There's some historic things behind it in that it was a profession hundreds of years ago where for the most part only men went into, and we've sort of portrayed that over and over the years. Now, I want you to know that music is for everybody, regardless of if you are a boy, a girl, regardless of where your family came from, regardless of the color of your skin, regardless of what you practice or believe, music is for you. So we are going to specifically feature some women musicians today and talk about some amazing contributions from women. Tell you about some of my own experience in music. When I was in 5th grade, I joined a band and I was really excited. And there were some instruments that I think everyone just talked about, like there's certain instruments that boys and girls played, and then there's certain boy instruments and girl instruments. So for example, would you consider this a girl instrument? I mistakenly thought it was, but does this look like a girl to you? No, it's just an instrument. And with that in mind, I've known some amazing women who have played phenomenally on some of the more male instruments, when in reality there is no such thing as a male instrument or a female instrument. Those guitars behind me, are those boys or girls? These saxophones, there's one there, one there. Are those boys or girls? No, they're just saxophones. I went to college to study music, and I can tell you, most of the people in college studying music were men. In the classical musicians, it was more men than women. And then in the jazz world, because I studied jazz, it was almost all men, which is silly. We just, for some reason, over the years, over the past centuries, it's been just sort of said over and over again in some ways that pursuing music outside of just home and for fun is for men, which is ridiculous. Music is for everybody. So today you are going to learn about some women musicians. You're going to watch some performances of women musicians, and you're going to hear some of their stories. So let's head on over to Seesaw. So you're going to go into Seesaw under your music class. You're going to select activities, and then you're going to find today's Music Monday with Mr. Meskel lesson, which is Women's History Month, celebrating women musicians. Then you will click the green Add Response button. That will bring you to this template. Now I have two sort of directions you can go with this template. The first one is up here on top, and that was put together by another music teacher, and I found it and I thought it was a great collection of performances. This was featuring women musicians, specifically Black women musicians, a variety of them. So if you go this route, go ahead, and I would pick probably two of the musicians to explore. So for example, over here is Libba Cotton, an American folk musician, Aretha Franklin, who was really big in soul music, American soul music. Alicia Keys, who is a phenomenal vocalist, and she's a really good piano player. I really like her music. Marian Anderson, who is a singer who happened to be the first African-American woman, or first African-American to sing at the White House. And then, I feel like no collection of American women musicians would be complete without Beyonce. So if you go this route, these videos are meant more towards probably 3rd, 4th, 5th graders. Now down here, I have some videos that are meant probably for kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, maybe 3rd graders. So I have some videos. Here is a storybook about Dolly Parton, who is an American country music singer. She also was a really, really talented songwriter. So a lot of pop music, a lot of other country singers. She wrote a lot of songs that people don't realize that she was the one who wrote. I think through the 70s, 80s, even 90s, that she wrote a lot of really good music. This is a story about Ella Fitzgerald, who is one of my favorite jazz vocalists. This one isn't about a musician. This is just a song that someone wrote about empowering women to be history makers. This is a little video about Carole King, who is an American musician, really big. She was really big in the 70s. This is about a phenomenal classical composer named Clara Schumann. Her music is awesome. This is an old classic from Schoolhouse Rock about women's suffrage. Again, it's not about a specific woman musician, but it's using music to talk about women's issues. And then this is kind of a fun video where it's kids reacting to women composers. So when you are done, you can go this route or this route. Doesn't really matter. This is more for older students. Down here would be more for the younger students. But, go whatever direction you want. I'm happy with either. When you're done, either use the text tool or record yourself and respond to one of these prompts, one or more of these prompts. Which two musicians did you learn about? Or name something you learned about one of the musicians. Or do you have anything in common with one of the musicians? Go ahead and respond to one of those just to tell me what you've been learning. And then when you're done, click this green click this green check mark. And that's all we have time for today, friends. I'm excited to hear what you guys explore, what you learn about, and some of the musicians that you enjoyed. Also, feel free, if there are some other women musicians who you really enjoy or you want to perform some of their music, feel free to tell me about that or record that. I love hearing anything from you guys. So until next time, always remember to be kind, be compassionate, and do awesome things. All right. Have an awesome week.